Hello everyone and welcome to another video. For today, I'm going to show you how to make blackout poetry. You know, when I was younger, I was not really appreciative of poetry because of its intricacies. But then when I started working, I have learned to embrace it. And it's not because of the fact that the curriculum requires me to study and teach it, but because of there's a beauty in poems that cannot be found in prose. And my favorite poets are Robert Frost, Emily Dickinson, and Long Live. When it comes to writing poetry, sometimes it is really difficult and scary to write one. I think the number one reason is that every word holds a massive weight. You need few words to deliver your message across. So that's why it's really crucial for you to pick the right words. Another thing is that you've got to understand metaphor, analogies, symbolism, imagery, rhythm, and so on. Poetry also requires experience as well as inspiration. In addition to that, attacked also by writer's block. That is one of the greatest fears of any writer. Anyways, that's why Blackout Poetry is here to help you write poems. It will be like your stepping stone to write that poem that you've been really wanting to write for a very long time. What is Blackout Poetry? Basically, Blackout Poetry is taking a printed text and then choosing the words that captivate you and blacking out all the words that are not needed. So I'm going to show you 8 methods and how to do blackout poetry. Without further ado, let's start and keep on watching. The first method is a traditional or classic. Grab your pencil and underline all the words that you need. Next step, get your pen and box all the words. Now you are ready to black out all the words that are not necessary. Please make sure that the material that you are using is already old and not useful. To make it more beautiful, polish the sides of your page by using the same marker. And now this is the final product. The second method is connection. As usual, pick the words that you need. And then this time, you may encircle all the words. That's why it's connection, because you're going to connect the first word until the last word, of course in a chronological order. And then you may now design by using another color. I chose black to give more emphasis on the very vibrant red color. That's it for the second method. Easy, right? We move on to the third method, which is raised image. So I have already boxed all the words for my poem. Then now I am outlining the silhouette of Beauty from my favorite Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. This time I am outlining it using a black marker. If you notice, the theme of my poem is about beauty. That is why I have decided to draw that silhouette of beauty. Okay, so that will make them really parallel to each other. And now you may add more details on your image. That's it for the third method. Moving on to number 4 method, symbolic. So here I'm drawing 2 circles plus an equal sign and an arrow for the males and females. I'm also encircling all the 3 words for gender equality. So this is a symbol of gender equality. As you can see, the poem is respect, you are equal. So it's only appropriate for me to draw a symbol of gender equality. Go ahead and decorate your poem. And that's it for the symbolic method of blackout poetry. Up next is full cover. I am drawing an outline of a boy. So this time I'm taking 2 pages instead of 1. I have also boxed the words, and now I am drawing a cross since this poem is about God. God is good, God is love. Okay, now we're down to coloring. Take your orange and yellow markers and cover the entire page with that slanting or diagonal lines. To add more meaning, you may also draw other symbols like the dove and the heart. And as you can see, I'm also painting the rest of the page. That's the final product of this method. The 6th method is what we call the dotted realistic. In the previous examples, I have used a book. This time, I'm using an old newsletter. I have boxed all the words as usual, and I'm using a dotted line to connect all the words. Since my poem is about monsters, I have drawn the face of a monster. I'm trying to make it realistic as possible, and I'm using acrylic paint. And yeah, as you can see, I'm using a MAC brush. Don't have any choice. Okay. Now I'm just mixing other colors, the red, the brown, the orange. We're almost done here. Alright, so this is the almost finished product. I think they're all monsters inside, but to some different levels. Okay, this is the final product of that method. The number 7 method is the Galactic. Guys, for this one, I am using scratch papers. So this is actually lyrics of a song, so I have also drawn 2 images. These are 2 people who are involved, and now I'm grabbing my all pastel and just basically filling up the images with the colors of a galaxy. After that, get your cotton and blend all these beautiful colors. You may also outline the image and then get your black acrylic paint to create that depth on your page. So this is it. Number 7 method, the Galactic. And finally guys, we're down to the last method, the Ctrl-X, Ctrl-V, cut and paste. So this is the scratch paper again. I'm just cutting all the words that I have chosen. And now I am arranging this to make sense. Okay, then I just got my drawing of my husband, which is Lee Min-ho, and then just paste all the words Like that. Darling, tonight you are my beautiful favorite song between my dreams. I really hope that I can see Lee Min Ho someday. Okay, that's for number 8 method. So guys, that is how to make blackout poetry. If you have questions, you may drop down your comments in the comment section. I really hope that you learned a lot today, and I would like to give you one more tip that you can choose any designs that you want, but make sure that your priority is always the content of your poem, okay? The design is always secondary. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to like and press the notification button. This is Katrina. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.